Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. It has almost been 2 weeks of this footy season pass so far in FC25, yet we're missing one of the key parts of this content that EA said we were going to be getting: double season points. Now, it might be too early to be requesting this, but EA did promise to deliver it. And guys, we're not that far away from the end of this season, only 23 days left. So I want to talk about that a little bit today and have a conversation with that. However, we also have some leaks ranging from FC26 news to evolutions that we maybe thought we were going to see yesterday, and a Footies Team 3 prediction that probably includes some actual leaks. Let's discuss it again, guys. TFA away days, day 2. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Now, yesterday's content on Monday brought us the Flash Rush objective that, of course, we've been getting weekly. This one's called Underdogs Goal Friendly. 87 plus times 5, maybe not one to skip over, especially because it's only 40,000 rush points, winning 2, playing 3. Not bad packs for just playing a few games of rush. Those have leveled up recently. Like the other Flash Rush events that we've had, we've definitely just skipped over and said no thanks. Even with the state of the menus being the best part of the game, I still think that might be an easy place to get some pretty solid packs. Now, evolutions yesterday, we did have a new Evo, but it wasn't the one that we were really expecting. Guys, we got a bronze Evo in July, but it actually does boost you to a really, really good card. It's definitely the best for the attackers. And one thing I like about this evolution that some of the other Evos this year have not given us that were bronze upgrade Evos is it gives plenty of play styles, not just play style pluses. You get whipped pass, incisive, dead ball. You get the technical, first touch. You get trickster, acrobatic, and of course, quick step, pinged, finesse, and low driven plus. This is absolutely for more of attacking type players. You get 5-star, 5-star. It takes a bronze player, makes them 96 rated, and makes them absolutely usable in game. I know, who wants to use these bronze cards in game at this stage of the game? For sure, there's that argument there, but of course, guess who's up here on the top of Footbin? Hudlin, because you can actually get him to fit this sky is the limit evolution. I don't know, maybe these Evos are a little bit more exciting earlier on in the game and you have a desire to use more of these cards. For me personally, at this stage of the game, I don't necessarily want to Evo a bronze card again, even if it does make it like actually really usable. I don't know, it just doesn't like necessarily suit my fancy at this stage of the game, but it is there. So if there's a bronze card that you want to evolve, like for me, Mikey Moore would be the guy, but I've already evolved him, so I'd have to quick sell him and get rid of my previous Evo to make a new version of him. That one is there, and at least it is free. And at the very least, how many games is this? Play 2, win 2. It isn't that many games, and you do get a 96 rated card. Not that we need fodder, but you could look at it in that way as well. So that was the content yesterday in Evolutions. We're going to talk more about Evos later today, because what we talked about yesterday, that's still on the table, and we have an Evo leak that might just be what we're looking out for there. Now, let's go to SBCs, where we had a really solid player SBC, especially because of the price. This Declan Rice is absolutely way cheaper than I think any of us would have thought. 4-star, 5-star, 97 passing and 97 physical. Of course, you're probably going to play him at CDM. Maybe as a box-to-box, but I think he looks best as a center defensive mid. 99 stamina and aggression in that physicality stat. 99 long pass, 99 free kick accuracy, 97 short pass. Great play styles. Maybe you wish that he had a quick step for sure, just helping him get a little bit back quicker in the defensive capabilities of the card. Great card though. But like, yeah, that's a great card. I don't know what else to say. And especially when you look at the price, 2 squads, an 89 and an 89 rated squad with a team of the week or a team of the season. He is a whopping 81,000 coins. That is cheap. I mean, that is easy to complete with the pack grind. That's easy done. So I think that Declan Rice card is very solid. I'm surprised that it was that cheap. And an SBC that is just must do, to be completely honest, in my opinion. There's still some other great SBCs that are upcoming, and I'm behind on SBCs as we speak right now too. I think I'm going to let the Linda Caicedo expire. I definitely need to get Yap Stam done 100%. Being away on this trip has definitely set me back in some of my ultimate team SBC completions. But that was our content yesterday. We do have one more actually, I forgot to mention. The 87 plus player pick. The one thing I will say is every time we go from one of the player picks that lets us take 2 cards back to the one where we can only take 1, I'm kind of like, dang, I missed the player picks like the 86 plus 2 of 3 where we could take 2. This is an 85 rated squad, so it's very easy to get done. You can do it 5 times per day, which is nice alongside of all of your other upgrade pack grind that is out there. Now, I want to get into the discussion that I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, because another day goes by of content where we could have double SP, double season points, because that is one of the things that we've been looking out for as a part of this footy season, because at the very beginning, we had double season points. Remember that first week in the objectives inside of Ultimate Team, we had a double season point bonus for the weekly play and for the daily play. And for this week, we do not have that. Now, of course, EA also mentioned that they were going to be giving us specific events that would give double season points as well. I don't think we've seen any of that though. This Sam Kerr objective had 500 for the assist for and 500 for the G'day mate objectives as a part of this, so I don't think that's double in any way, shape, or form. But like I mentioned, we are not that far from the end of this season. Time freaking flies. And I know that I'm only level 15 and some of you guys are a bit higher than this, but like 23 days left. And if a lot of us are right around the mid to high teens or maybe hitting level 20 right now, if you've been playing the game pretty consistently, sure, you should be able to get to level 30 within the next week. But then, I don't know, that doesn't seem like it gives you a lot of buffer time. I guess I was expecting the double SP to be more consistent, and there was some right away, and then we haven't had any. I guess I was expecting it to kind of all happen and keep going from the start. Now, I'm not saying this season pass is going like too slow, because some people are already level 30, right? Because you get to level 26 and that gives you the plus 4,000 SP consumable boost, and that takes you straight to level 30 where you get the Ferland Mendy choice or the Sophia Wilson, and then of course Rodrigo in the standard pass. So great cards at the end of this pass. That's what, when we saw the Footy's paid season pass leaked and then when we saw it dropped in the game, like that at the end of the season is what we're most excited for. And I don't think that it's a bad thing that this season pass has taken a little bit of extra grind and maybe a little more effort, and maybe it's been a slower release of the SP, because it felt like the last season pass, everybody got to Kaká, everybody got to Leao super fast, and then all you saw in game was those cards and nothing else. I still think once we get here to level 30 and a lot of people are getting here, you're going to see a lot of Ferland Mendy's. I'm going to be taking Sophia Wilson. You're going to see a lot of Adamas, or maybe Rodrigo, depending on who you take there. And of course, once you get to the end, you're going to be seeing people using Job and Jude, because that's just dope. And then at the very, very end, of course, the Ginola and the VVD number 99. I still think it would be safe to say that we're probably a week away from even the utmost of grinders that are level 30 right now to be getting to this level. But the season progress is absolutely going to heat up when we finally get that double SP. I just wanted to bring that up today because it kind of seems like we got up to a hot start with the season pass. People on the first day were like level 12, level 15, literally on Friday after the season pass released. And now, like, it just seems like it's been a bit slower since the start of that. But again, we're figuring out these season passes because this is, again, only the third one that we've had so far as a paid season pass. And surely they're going to look a lot different in the start of FC26. I think we're going to have to just go into FC26 with an open mind, because these have been so good to start off in 25. They can't be that good to start off in 26, can they? Like, I would even say it's more worth doing the season pass, getting the premium pass for the cards that are there, over doing some of the Evos and the SBC players. And I don't know if that's really a model that can be reiterated in the future. Like if that is I can't think of the word right now, but if that's just like repeatable and sustainable, if that's a sustainable model. So that's kind of the conversation I want to have today about SP. I know a lot of us are wondering, where is it at? I think it's got to be coming soon. Maybe, hopefully this Thursday, that'll be the best chance in 2 days from now when we do get a lot of those SP objectives refreshing. Now, let's get into some of the other news, because there was actually a lot of tweets yesterday with some news about FC26 and some content right now in FC25. First of all, Alex Morgan was officially confirmed by EA. Of course, she was teased. We kind of figured out she was going to be an icon inside of the Zlatan Ibrahimovic Ultimate Edition cover. She's in the background on the little computer screen. They got Ozio, Casey, and Shauna in this. Actually, a sick reveal video for Alex Morgan. Of course, with the iconic celebration with the T, and very deserved as well. So she is confirmed to be in, and also at the very end of this video, it also shows her as one of the icons that will be in the pre-order pack right there. So that card design right there is the pre-order icon design, which means that she's going to be a part of that. I'm going to imagine once again, like last year in FC25, all of the new players would be in that. So all the new heroes were in last year. I think all the new icons are going to be in this year. So I wanted to pull that tweet up and talk about that because I thought that was a pretty interesting one. Now we do have some other leaks to discuss as well in terms of evolutions and some predictions, but this is the first one. Foot Police leaks dropping the bombazos. Like, the only other times that he's done this is when we had the, what was it? Was it the first 85 times 10 or maybe an 84 times 10 release that was repeatable? Then we had like exchanges and something else he did this for. Like, this is not a common occurrence. My question is this related to FC25 or 26? A lot of people are commenting down below about 25 sort of stuff. So he's, wait, Evo included, but not only. So I think this is FC25 stuff here. So there must be something big coming this weekend for Footy's team number 3. And Evo is a part of it, allegedly. Unlimited 85 times 10, I think that's out of the cards. It's too early for that. We just had the 85 times 10 3 times per day. So be very astute and be very, that's not the word, notice, keep eye on this Foot Police Leaks Twitter page, because it seems like he's got some news and information that he's going to be sharing, and it's Bombazo worthy. So just keep an eye on that. That's what I want to mention. Also, ASY Foot Trader tweeted out Team 3 of Footies here. Prediction, right? But you know how it goes, right? He's probably got some of the news already for this Team 3, so I would expect to see maybe a few of these cards in here. Maradona, I know he just had a Shapeshifters. Dino just had a Shapeshifters as well, but those are like the types of icons that absolutely could be in this Team 3. I mean, I don't see a Cristiano Ronaldo in this prediction, but I think, you know, we know what EA does, right? Messi gets a 99 one week, Ronaldo gets a 99 the next, so I would be very expecting of Ronaldo to be in Team 3 this week as well. And then see here in below, somebody responds and said, Shapeshifter cards don't get Footy, so no Hazard or Lucio. And ASY Foot says, you sure thinking about that? So don't write off potentially a Lucio, Maradona, you know, Ronaldinho, Cruyff, Hazard from getting one of those Footies cards at the end game as well, because EA will definitely want to give out those 99 rated versions to go into the end game, even if they had Shapeshifters, because the Shapeshifters as well, they kind of count, but they kind of don't, because also they, you know, are different positions and different cards from what they normally are. Now, I want to talk about content for today on Tuesday. I'm going to go into the packs here in just a second. Don't worry. I've got a couple player picks to open. I'm not just going to look at web pages all day today. But the first thing that is of utmost importance today is the FC26 official gameplay deep dive with the pitch notes is going to be coming out. And this is where we're going to learn a whole lot about FC26 gameplay. I've been learning a whole lot. I think I know what's going to be involved in this. So watch out for some more content from me. Hopefully we can get some out around this release today and be talking about that. But we have so many questions, right? The authentic versus the competitive gameplay, the one frame passing, and stuff that they mentioned in the trailer that is gameplay specific that we want so much more information on. Hopefully this gives us a lot of answers today and a lot of videos, the pictures and videos from the pitch notes of previous times we've had new things added. They're so helpful to help us understand and grasp how the game is going to be changing. Also, of course, the input delay conversation with the lag and all of that, the servers. Hopefully there's more of that conversation inside of this pitch notes as well. So be watching out for that. I think these are going to drop, and this video is going to play an hour before the content drop today. Whatever time it is for you, an hour before the content drop, watch this video on YouTube, and we'll probably have some content to post around that time about it as well. So that's the first piece of content for today. The second piece of content would be the evolution leak. Now, Foot Police leaked this yesterday, like an hour or two after the YouTube video went out, that a new Max 95 Cam evolution is coming with technical and finesse as the only playstyle pluses. Stat boost 5-star weak foot, he says, can be done twice. I think this is the same model as like last week. So that's really interesting that he says twice here, because last week and what we talked about yesterday was 3 times repeatable with the choose your own adventure evolution. So that's different that it's twice. I don't know why. Maybe the upgrade's better, so they don't want to let us do it. 2 times, more than 2 times. But there's an interesting requirement here: max 98 attack positioning, max 94, max 4 playstyle pluses, and 10 regular playstyles. Max 98 attack positioning is just really random. I want to see what some of the untradeable players he said down below here will fit. He basically said check his attack positioning. If he doesn't have 99, he will fit. And I'm guessing for both of these cards that he can look up the stats of, he says that they will fit. So yeah, it's all based on attack positioning and max 94 rated and the center attacking mid position. So be watching out for that one, I guess today. I mean, now we're like, when are these cards coming out? When are these Evos going to be coming out based off these leaks and not knowing for sure when they're going to drop? Now, of course, we're on our normal daily SBC grind here. It would just make sense, by the way, Dumornay on a Tuesday. I think that would fit. I think it'd be a great day for her card. I hope that Dumornay SBC is like the same price as Declan Rice or cheaper, because the amount of 95 plus stats, 99 pace, 96 shooting and passing, and 97 dribbling, with how overpowered she was in game during League One Team of the Season from D1 Akematats, that looks like a great card. But it's either going to be Dumornay, Keane, or Aspas. We got 3 SBCs left for 3 more days of this week of footies. So that's what we're looking out for there in SBCs. And there's one other SBC that is expiring today that's actually a pretty big one, and it's actually pretty important to the crafting grind, to the menu grind that we are doing right now in this game. And actually, I just did, oh no, I need to go actually submit this SBC. Just kidding. I've got a bunch of player picks here just rinsing from my club, but it is the 93 plus Shapeshifters, Road to the Final Winners, and Footies Team 1 player pick. This is the good player pick that is out right now. The other 93 plus includes Team of the Seasons and requires too many 86s and 87s. This one was just an 86 squad with 88s as a part of it as well that you had to turn in, but this one you could only repeat once every 3 days. Fingers crossed that this one would come out unlimited repeatable. That would be sick, because then you would have the option to do either this player pick as many times as you want, over and over and over, and chase the road to the final cards, or you'd have the option of doing the icon player pick at least 3 times. So like, just having different options at this stage of the game for whatever cards you're trying to chase to load up on in your club. Like, I would still love to pack some of those Spurs Europa League Road to the Final Winners. I would love to hit this SBC on repeat, even though maybe the players in it aren't going to be guaranteed as good as what I could get from other player picks. Like, sure, there's still footies in this. You got a chance, but it's those Road to the Final Winners and Shapeshifters, even for some of us, that we want to still see. Now, I'm going to open this one, but hopefully we open another one of these and have the opportunity to open a lot of them after today. Yeah, that's pretty much par for the course. We're still chasing, at least for me. I tweeted out yesterday, I said, like this tweet if you have not packed a 99. And this tweet, guys, go check it out on my Twitter. It has a disgusting amount of likes. I know it's been 2 weeks of footy so far, but a lot of us have been grinding packs day in, day out, hitting our SBC thresholds of 300 SBCs per day, getting, SBC banned and all this stuff, and we still have not packed 99. So we're putting in the shift, trying to get all these player picks open so I can open the 85 times 10. It's probably not going to happen on this video in particular, but yeah, I really do hope that 93 plus player pick refreshes. If it's not unlimited repeatable, maybe like 3 times per day or per every other day would be nice, just allowing us to have more opportunities to do it, because that one, as we get 2 Oceanmans in a row, that one's really easy to complete with the 86 squad and then the 88s. Like, it's just easy, and I like that. Right now, stuff that is just easy, that is not time consuming, that doesn't take a ton of different SBC completions, is the way to go in the end game when it is fun and the pack grind is still carrying things 100% at the moment. Yeah, that's just kind of the state of the game. I did not play Foot Champs this weekend. I'm probably not going to get my Rivals games in either, so I'm going to miss out on some of those rewards. But like we mentioned in yesterday's video as well, it's like, it's okay, because you've put in the time this year for the gameplay to get your rewards and all of that. Now it's like you play the game when you want to try the new players that you pack in the SBCs that you do from the grind. And sure, you want to get some rewards while you're doing that as well. Another Koeman. I'm telling you, man, I still have 7 of him in my duplicate storage. It's crazy. And that's not that card. That's the 97 Koeman that I have in the dupe storage as well. All right, I'm going to stop these player picks for a quick second because they're not bad, but I do want to take a quick look at the market. Did they upgrade Gwyn Athenia? Yes. Okay, Gwyn has 5 playstyle pluses. And you know what? This is a bad trader move of me. You're about to see me witness this live. Have I made coins on Gwyn, or did she drop after the upgrade because she is still live, but they play Spain next? Okay, so she was 400,000 coins. Did she go up? Tell me she did. 5 playstyle plus Gwyn. Are we making bank here? 430K. We're making bank. So we have like 7 of her for 400 or 300,000 coins flat. So that's a good one. And then team of the week cards. Here's our daily team of the week card price check. They were 18, 19K yesterday. What are we talking? We're still talking 18K. That's great. I think I'm going to probably list those up today. Probably lazy list out of those if I remember to do that. And then tradable team of the season cards as well are 15K, so a little bit less. Team of the weeks were the move, especially with none of them being re-released in packs for batch number 3. And as we get closer to Friday, we may talk about this a little bit more in the video tomorrow. Really curious to know what batch number 3 is going to bring us. Is it going to bring us some of those road to the final cards back in packs for the first time because they kind of stopped with team of the seasons and 96 rated? Are we going to get some higher 97 rated, 98 rated cards in here as well? Shapeshifters, is it too early for that? How good is batch 3 going to be? That's one of the questions that I have right now. But again, watch out for a player SBC today, maybe one of those Evos, and of course the big FC26 news about the gameplay deep dive. That's going to be the video for me today. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in a video tomorrow. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you later. Peace out.